Okay. This is a fun one, kind of. Let's see. What's the name of this one? Mm, Patriarchy wins again. Christian white male makes the best cakes ever, evidently. Okay. So let's get. Oh, man. Dude, they just not going to let this guy leave him alone. They're just not going to leave this dude alone, man. So let's look at this. Let me see. I saw this article. I didn't know the dude was from Colorado. So go Colorado. You have the best cake maker in the world. Uh, let's do it. Can you see that? Yeah, there he is. There he is. All right. So this guy, what's his name? Jack Phillips. Jack Phillips is the best cake maker on the planet. I don't know. Is it Jack? Is it the sauce? Is it the secret? Do you have a secret sauce that you put in the cake batter? Do you have a secret ingredient? Guess you just put the love of God in your cakes. Okay, so the Christian baker in Colorado who won a high profile religious case earlier this year is back in court. This time going on a fence against the state officials he says are continuing to persecute him for refusing to create pro LGBT products. Okay. So, wow. This summer, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled 7-2 that Colorado officials had discriminated against the Masterpiece Cake Shop owner's religious beliefs while trying to force him to bake a cake for a same sex wedding. But on June 26th, Autumn Scardina filed a complaint against Phillips for declining to bake a cake that would be pink on the inside and blue on the outside to celebrate his transition from male to female. Okay. Autumn. Autumn. You already know the dude. See, that's here's the thing. I think before this whole hoopla, I think before the whole issue had come up before, he had already made cakes for gay couples and and you know the LGBT community. But I think because of the case, he probably is like, okay, no more of that. Now I don't have to, at all. And they took me through the ringer, and I have the right to not serve, right? So, Autumn, if you knew you wanted a cake that would be pink on the inside and blue on the outside, why don't you just, if he has a secret sauce in his cakes, just get him to bake the cake and just, don't tell him what it's for, man. You don't have to know. You don't have to know all of that. Just say, just yo, can you bake me a cake? Uh, and just make it pink on the inside and blue with blue icing. That good stuff you always put on your cakes. I heard you make the great cakes. You have the great cakes recipe. Can you imagine how much this dude could make just releasing his recipe if his cakes are that damn good? Unless it's something I'm not thinking about, because if everybody has to, you know what? I might make a special trip to Colorado just to taste one of his cakes. If they that damn good, I don't know. I mean, do you have to be gay to like his cakes? Probably not. Seems like he likes making Christian cakes. Can you be atheist and like the man's cakes? I wonder if somebody came and said, "Hey, I want you to make a devil cake, just a red devil on the inside and outside." I mean, does he have a right to deny? What does it say in here? It says it in here. Here we go. Where is it? Uh, okay, Alliance Defending Freedom (ADF), the religious liberty nonprofit that represented Phillips in his original case, responded by filing a federal lawsuit against outgoing Democrat Governor John Hickenlooper and the State Civil Rights Commission, accusing them of ignoring the Supreme Court's ruling and continue to discriminate against Phillips' faith. Jack had no choice but to file a federal lawsuit to defend himself from this targeting. ADF's Maureen Collins wrote he should not have to fear government punishment for his faith when he opens his cake shop for business every day. But it appears that Colorado will not stop harassing him until he closes down or agrees to violate his faith. The case went before the U.S. District Court for the District of Colorado on Tuesday. Colorado Public Radio reports. Jim Campbell, an ADF attorney representing Phillips, argued that the commissioners, all of whom were appointed by Hickenlooper, are acting as both accusers and judges in the case, which is particularly concerning in light of bias they've expressed against Phillips online. One current commissioner has publicly referred to Jack as a hater on Twitter, one of several indications of the commission's ongoing bias against Jack and his beliefs. Campbell said prior to the hearing, "We're asking the federal court to immediately stop Colorado's efforts to punish Jack in order to shield him from a biased agency and ensure that he is not forced to express messages that violate his faith." Okay, attorneys representing the state responded that the commission is merely enforcing duly enacted state laws against discrimination, and that Phillips should be equally willing to make a pink and blue cake for a gender transition celebration as he would if the same design were requested for any other purpose. So they say he should be willing. did you catch that? And that Philip should be willing, equally willing. Oh, you know what I mean? That just feels weird, dude. This cake baker should be willing. Whatever. Wow. I should be willing. I should be willing to do this job over here the same as I'd be willing to do this job, even though they're different jobs. Oh, I don't know. In cake terms. Judge Wiley Daniel rejected ADS request for a preliminary injunction as overly broad, but gave them additional time to craft a narrower request with more specificity about the actions they wanted to stop. "Whatever I do here will be appealed," he added. Okay. I want to get to the part. Okay, here it is. American Civil Liberties Union attorney David Cole, who represented the homosexual couple that sued Phillips and lost, evidently, wrote after the ruling that his side had lost a battle but won the war, interpreting Justice Anthony Kennedy's words to mean states are free to require businesses, including bakers, to serve gay and lesbian customers equally, including in the provision of wedding cakes. So, yeah, but that's just Justice Anthony Kennedy's words. Like the whole court voted on it, 7-2. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, man, come on, stop. Why would you? I mean, you put that in there. Okay, all right, never mind. Okay, Anthony Kennedy. Yeah, he's great. All right. Cole went so far as to say Charlie Craig and David Mullins could go back right back to Masterpiece Cake Shop today and request a cake to celebrate their wedding. Uh, do, 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 do. Yeah, they trying to go after homeboy. Standing forward, standing up and standing forward. Yeah, okay. Oh man, that's sad, dude. They targeting this dude. Sorry, buddy. He looks like, hey man, I just want to make some cakes. Hey, do they say A in Colorado? Probably not. You got to go to what, Minnesota? What's the Coloradan accent? I know some Coloradans, but they didn't really speak with any different accent. It just sounded normal, I guess. I don't know, like normal people. Um, but yeah, man, they trying to go after homeboy, trying to go after him for his cakes. Hey, you know what? You know what though? I think if it's a thing of the cake recipe, that's kind of like what do you call it? Oh man, it's like intellectual property, right? Couldn't that be considered intellectual property? And if it's the design that they want because he makes the best design, isn't that kind of like intellectual property? I mean, because it's coming from his dome. Do you have a right to somebody else's intellectual property, somebody else's method? Like if I was gonna go out and do a show for somebody, and I just said, you know what, never mind, I don't feel like it. You know what? I ain't about all that. I'm just, no, I'm watching football that day. Am I not allowed to do it? Or is it or after they say, hey, but it's for my gay friend's wedding or reception thingy. So you know what? I'm watching football. I'm watching the basketball game that day. So no. Could somebody then just like come take my ass to court and say that it's because I mean how far can you should be willing. I got to go back to that part of the damn thing, man. You should be willing. That's crazy. And tell me what I should be willing to do. Let's see who's in the chat. Is anybody in the chat? I'm gonna say hi to somebody. Yeah, man. So the patriarchy wins again. We got another win under our belts. So that's always a good thing. Patriarchy. Just the other day, what's that lady? the dude, the Spanish guy that beat all the other beautiful Spanish women in the Miss Universe, and she competed in but she lost in the end though. She lost to Catriona Gray. Man, y'all need to go check out Catriona. Catriona was looking good. So the matriarchy won that one because Catriona is a woman and she won the competition. So you know they won that one. But I'm keeping score. I'm keeping score on how we measure up against some females. Uh, but in sports though, we be beating them women's asses. Hell yeah. But this cake baker, man, he must be the best cake baker. So we got one on him on that one. He's the best caker on the planet. Um, I remember there was a few high school wrestlers, boys to men or boys to females. They've been winning handball. Uh, we just winning everything. Oh, you know what? There was that MMA fighter, that female MMA fighter. She beat Fallon Fox. Hands, man, that girl, she said, I ain't stopping. I'm gonna keep drilling you. She was good though. I hands down to the matriarchy on that one. I guess if you're the same size as somebody, same weight class, but dang, man, that muscle mass, oh, it's just not fair when you're talking about physical sports. But cake baking, we got one. We got one. Cake baking. We got the best cake baker, a dude. That's right. Give it up. Anyway, y'all, that's my time. I don't want to talk too much on this cake story, but we be winning, gentlemen. We be winning, fellas. Nothing against the ladies. I love y'all. But this is a lighthearted way to show some of this ridiculousness. Um, we're all good at what we do and whatever, and whatever. So anyway, therefore, on the other hand, nevertheless, word, peace.